Hello and welcome to a special podcast from the Oban Times. After nearly a year of frantic activity, Finn Nixon is hanging up his Oban Times bag of kit on the 5th of January 2024, so we present Finn's final fling.
Thank you very much, Stevie. A familiar voice on what's in this week's Oban Times podcast, or Witwhat, as it's known internally, doing social media posts, videos, website stories, and writing for almost all of the newspapers. He is heading off to a new adventure. But we thought we would get him in for a farewell podcast. Finn knows absolutely nothing about this, by the way. With us today are...
me, Stephen Day.
Me, Sandy Neal.
Me, Kathy Griffiths.
Me, Susan Windrum.
Myself, Leslie McKerricker.
Me, Brian Hossack.
Me, Fiona Scott.
Thank you very much, all of you. And of course, our guest of honour, Finn Nixon. So we've got a few questions for Finn, just to... test him on start with some easy ones.
Does he win any money Sunday?
Well, he's deserving some money after this, that's for sure. So Finn, welcome to your podcast.
Well, thank you very much. I'm shocked, to be honest.
And pleasantly surprised, I'm sure. Finn, you've been with us for a long time now, and we've relied on you hugely, and you've been with us for so much. But what's the favourite story? What's your favourite story you have covered, do you think?
That's a hard question because I've had so many great opportunities to cover different stories, but I think it would have to be covering that radio station on Lismore. I think that would be my favourite one.
Really? Why was that?
It's just a brilliant adventure, and I think the fact that this gentleman over in Lismore was broadcasting a radio station to hundreds of countries from Lismore and getting the ferry over there and doing some film as well was brilliant fun.
Brilliant. And what was your, again, not wanting to put you on the spot, but what was your funniest moment working in the Oban Times? I mean, we can obviously pick some funny moments about you, but you...
Could we, Sandy?
Yes, we could. One question about it's coming up later. But
funny. I don't know. It's hard to say because I think when I try and be funny, I'm not very funny. So I can't really remember.
Nonsense. That's what you think. What will you miss about Oban?
Well, I'll miss the people, definitely, and the people I've worked with, absolutely. Also just the scenery and the town itself. It's a lovely place to live, and I've been really lucky to move here. I hadn't really been to Oban before now, so to actually move here a year ago was really fantastic.
Difficult question. What will you miss about the Oban Times?
Well, as I said, the people, definitely. I've been lucky to work with some fantastic people that I've learned a lot from and that have really encouraged me, so that's been great. And also just being able to ask lots of questions. Everyone's been really good at answering all my annoying questions I've had, so that's been really helpful. Yeah.
I bet he'll miss being surprised by having a surprise podcast, Sandy.
That's right. Not everyone will be that considerate. How do you always manage to get soaked in the rain? Why won't you buy an umbrella?
I have a jacket, but I think it's more of a winter jacket, so it's not very waterproof. And it seems to be a talent because it actually happened yesterday as well. It always stops raining at the bottom of Breadalbine Street when I'm about 10 metres from the flat. That's what happened yesterday as well.
Dear listeners, it happens every day. There was nothing special about yesterday at all. How are you going to continue your excellent podcasting work?
I hope so. I think I wouldn't say it was excellent, but hopefully a certain standard. I'll hopefully be able to do more of that in the future because it's lots of fun. Probably not quite as much fun as being in here with Kathy and Sandy, though.
Right answer.
Yes.
Right answer.
Yes, amen to that. Finally, difficult one. I mean, this is maybe one for everyone else, but how are we going to cope without you?
Well, well.
Well, speaking for us, well, Kathy, what would you say?
Well, I'm going to really miss you. The enthusiasm. I mean, you're probably the youngest person in the office, I think.
Yeah.
Looking around the
Yeah,
room,
well.
he definitely is. He definitely
Yeah, well.
is. But yeah, just your enthusiasm, your willingness to sort of get stuck in. You've had some cracking stories, and you have always been asking questions, and they've never been annoying. And it's just so great to see the next generation of journalists coming up. So we're going to miss you, masses, and we wish you were staying. But you know, you're going to go on to great things. Watch this space.
See, at this point, Sandy, could I just give a shout out to Finn actually for staying in the pub with me until last orders the night of the Scotland game that was delayed by about 3 hours. But I just refused to go home because I wanted just to stay to the end because I'd never been in Marky Dan's before, and I couldn't believe there was so many people out getting drunk on a Tuesday night, and Finn stayed by my side to the bitter end. So he deserves a big pat in the back for that.
I hope you didn't lead him astray, Brian.
Absolutely not, Susan. I provided him with pearls of wisdom right to the end of the night.
This is why he's leaving, isn't it?
Allegedly.
Well, yeah, actually, from my point of view, you've been great, Finn. You brought a fresh energy to the team, and you have taken on all the challenges that we've given you without question and without moaning about it, which has been brilliant. And we hope that you do really well in your new job, because we will really miss you, and we're sorry you're leaving.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah, speaking personally, you've always been there. You've always stepped up. You're the first one to arrive and last one to leave. And when Brian was saying you were there to the end, you were.
Also, there's been an
always.
awful lot of hilarity between you and Sandy at that end of the desk. So,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's So you've been my comic double act. Thank you very much. And just from me, I wish one of the best reporters we've had all the best for the future. So, wrapping up Finn's podcast, we say it's goodbye from us, and it's goodbye from
Me, Finn Nixon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.